Hi, love. Sit down with me for a moment. Maybe this is the first time today you've really allowed yourself to pause, to not be in your head, to not rushing, to not be holding your breath between one task and another. And maybe you've told yourself that you'll slow once things are figured out, once the money's here, once the relations heals, once your business works. But what if I told you that's the very loop keeping everything from flowing? We need to talk about time because this illusion of being late, of falling behind, of not having done enough by now, it's eating away at your frequency. It's shrinking your power. It's making you doubt a destiny that was never off track. And I know you felt it. That inner whisper that says, you should be further by now. Look where others are. You are running out of time and you've missed your window. And I just want to come into your field tonight and tell you with every part of my being, no, you haven't. You're not too late, not even close. But the only way manifestations work is when you stop trying to race the clock and start collapsing it. When you stop trying to catch up with others and start coming home to yourself. Because the truth is, your timeline is not the problem. The pressure you've attached to it is. You've been taught to measure your worth through deadlines, to tie your success to age, to compare your chapter 3 with someone's chapter 12, to panic when you're not at a certain level by a certain year, and that is not divine. That is programming. Let's talk about what's really happening when you say, it's too late for me. You are not actually mourning lost time. You are mourning the version of yourself that never got to feel safe while was waiting. You're grieving the parts of you that were always trying, always hoping, always doubting, always failing to feel caught up. And no one told you you are allowed to arrive in your own rhythm. So let me be the one to say it. Your pace is holy. Your path is not behind. And your becoming is unfolding exactly as it was meant to be. I want to speak now to the version of you who has carried shame around being a late bloomer. Maybe you didn't know what you want in your 20s. Maybe you changed direction at 35. Maybe you're still figuring things out at 40, 50, 60. That doesn't make you behind. It makes you brave. It means you are choosing alignment over approval, soul over system, And that is one of the most courageous things a person can do. What if the what if the timeline you think you failed is actually the one that protected you until you were ready to receive from clarity, not desperation? What if your delays were detours designed to reroute you back into your truth? What if time has not been against you, but working with you all along in ways you couldn't see? You see, the universe is never on your schedule, it's on your frequency. And your frequency shifts the moment you release pressure, the moment you stop performing, the moment you stop asking when and start asking, who am I being while I wait? Because that's the only thing that ever matters. Who you are while you wait is what determines what comes to meet you. If you wait in panic, you create more waiting. If you wait in trust, you create arrival. So I want you to feel into this with me right now. You've been trying to manifest something, a specific amount, a certain lifestyle, a move, a breakthrough, a release. You've made vision boards. You've said your affirmation. You've visualized it. But deep down, there has been a ticking clock, a quiet voice that says, but why is it taking so long? And that voice carries grief, it carries fear, and that's okay. We are not going to shame that voice. But we are also not going to let it run the show anymore. You are not in a race. You are in a remembrance. You are not chasing your future, you are becoming it. You are not too late. You are calibrating. Every time you rise out of the story that says, I'm not there yet, and into the energy that says, I'm exactly where I need to be to receive my next level. You collapse timelines. You shorten the distance. You invite the miracle. So let's do something together right now. Let's reset your relationship with time, with pressure, with the toxic idea that you have to rush your way into alignment. Place one hand on your heart and the other one on your womb or your belly. And let's breathe, not just to relax, to reset, to reclaim the power that's been outsourced to clocks, calendars, milestones. Breathe in deeply through your nose and hold. Exhale through your mouth slowly. Now say with me, let your soul say it, not just your lips. I'm not too late. I release the panic around time. I release the pressure to be farther. I forgive myself for thinking I failed. I am divinely timed in all that I do. I collapse the old timeline of urgency. I embody the frequency of trust. I allow my manifestations to arrive in perfect rhythm. I no longer force. I no longer rush. I create for alignment. I receive from safety. I trust that what is meant for me can never miss me. My timing is perfect. My soul is on schedule. And I'm ready. I am already living inside the frequency of fulfillment. Breath again. Let those words move deeper than your thoughts. Let them settle under the layers of pressure and shame. Let them rewire the part of you that thought you had to hurry to be worthy. You don't. You never did. And now I want to talk to the part of you who is still afraid it's too late to start over, too late to make a big shift, too late to go all in. I want you to know your future self is already living the life you're dreaming about. And that version of you is not looking back saying, you should have come sooner. You're looking at you saying, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for coming anyway. Thank you for trusting when it didn't make sense. This is your invitation to stop dragging the calendar into your calling. You don't need a deadline to be destined. You need devotion, you need frequency. You need to release the grip of expectation and start embodying the truth that you are never off track when you are listening to your soul. And maybe today that means slowing down. Maybe it means taking one brave action. Maybe it means doing nothing except remembering that you're still worthy, even here, even now, especially now. If this life resonates with you, I want you to write in the comments whether you are here live or in the replay. I release the pressure. I trust divine timing. Let it this be your reset. Let this be your declaration. Let this be the shift that collapses years of fear and replaces it with presence. You're not too late. You are on divine time. And you are still on the edge of everything beautiful. I love you. I see you. And I promise you are exactly where your breakthroughs begin. If you wish to keep anchoring this energy into your life, make sure you follow or subscribe. We meet live for deeper reprogramming, meditations, and energy techniques. You're always welcome in this sacred space. See you soon.